everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a first impression on the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer foundation. I have mine in the shade Medium Beige. It says that it has medium to full coverage, it's lightweight, oil-free formula, and it's long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. It's 1 fluid ounce, so that's standard for most foundations. So I'm just going to shake this up really good and we're just going to get right into the video. I don't usually prime my face with any sort of primer that's going to help make my foundation last longer. Usually I just like that to be one of the qualities of my foundation. So I just moisturize my face with my Bare Minerals Bare Haven moisturizer. And that's been sitting on my face for well over 10 minutes. So we're good to go. So I'm just going to take 1 pump on the back of my hand, and it's a pretty thick consistency. I'm just gonna dot it on my face. So 1 pump did about half my face. I'm just gonna do this half, see if it is a good coverage, and then move on. And I'm just gonna buff that out with a flat top foundation brush. This one's by Eco Tools. Color is slightly dark. So the coverage is actually really good and it's not hard to blend out. And it doesn't have like a nasty like chemical scent to it. It's actually quite a pleasant scent. That's really good coverage. 1 full pump did half of my face. It's a little darker. I probably should have gone like a shade lighter, but that's okay because summer's coming and I'm gonna get tan, so this can be like one of my tanner foundations. I'm gonna finish my face. Just off first impression, what I see first here in my face, it's extremely dewy looking. It's very dewy looking for an oil-free foundation. So regardless, I was going to set this with a powder, but if I wasn't the type of person who set my foundations with a powder typically, I feel like I would have to powder because it already looks like kind of even like oily, like in where the light is hitting it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just like very glowy foundation. It's definitely not a matte look, which is usually the kind of finish that you get in a long wearing foundation, so that's kind of what I expected. So I'm gonna go finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll come back with kind of how it worked with my powders and things like that. Alright guys, so I'm back. I finished my entire makeup. I did it exactly how I normally would, so if you watch any of my other videos you can see kind of how I do my foundation routine if you're not sure. It performs basically the same as some of my favorite foundations as far as applying powders over it and things like that. It looks really, really nice. It has amazing coverage. It's the perfect amount of coverage. I don't have too many blemishes or anything on my face right now to say, oh, it really covered this or oh, it really covered that. I don't have too much discoloration or anything like that, but for me, it was a good medium to full coverage. So that claim is correct already. Lightweight and oil-free formula. I wouldn't say that it's super lightweight. Like, you can feel something on your skin, so I don't agree with the fact that it is lightweight. I've used foundations before that are lighter weight than this, so I wouldn't say that this is extremely lightweight. It's not as heavy as, let's say, Estee Lauder Double Wear or some other foundations that I've used that are full coverage, etc. I wouldn't say that this is lightweight. You can feel that there's something on your skin, but it's not like an annoying, uncomfortable feeling, for me at least. Oil-free, I'm assuming that it's oil-free. I mean, I didn't look on the ingredients, but I'm assuming that it's oil-free. But as soon as I apply it, it's a very, very dewy finish. Like, as you guys saw, it's like a super dewy finish, and it was something that I definitely wanted to powder down. It's okay if it, like, looks luminous throughout the day, but for it to be that luminous first application, it kind of scared me a little. But as far as long wearing, water resistant, and sweat proof, we shall see. I don't really think I'm going to be sweating today unless it's extremely hot where I'm working. It is 8:48 right now. I would say that I applied this around like 8:15, 8:20. So it's fully set. It looks amazing. It's basically right now just like any of my other foundations as far as looking looks, but that's because I put my favorite powder over it, like everything like that. These are all favorites on my face. I don't end up liking the way that my face looks today. I'll know that it's the foundation because I'm using all products everywhere on my face that I know that I love. So we shall see. So I will check in a couple hours. Alright guys, so I'm out in daylight right now. Now I don't know if you can see too well, but the foundation looks really good. The color's pretty tan compared to my hand, but I love the finish of the foundation regardless of the color. The finish right now is really, really beautiful. It's like a natural finish, and it looks really good. So that's that for now. I'm actually kind of running late, but I just wanted to check in. Looks really nice. I like it. So I am back, and I'm checking in. It is 2:37 right now. So I've been wearing the foundation for almost a full like 6 hours. And I think it looks really, really good still. Let me hold out my mirror. I think it looks really good still, and it looks really, really natural. Like, it doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. It doesn't look like I have like a caked on foundation. First, it really did feel thick, so I was kind of scared of how it was gonna look. Really, really like it. So I'm at work still. I don't get off until 6, so I'll check back in when I get home. Alright guys, so I am back. It is 6:53. So that means that I've been wearing the foundation for about 10 hours, I'd say. This is how it looks. So what do you think? It wore off here and here, but I do feel like to the touch it comes off. It's not like transfer proof. Like to the touch it like swipes off. The obvious, I'm sure you can see. On my nose, there's no highlighter. Here, chin, nose, the T-zone is oily. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I have normal to dry skin, just depending on the time of year. Like, usually this time of year my skin gets a little bit more normal just because it's getting warmer out, but usually in the winter it's pretty dry. Mainly my skin for the most part is very normal, so for me to produce any sort of oils is weird. It just looks like, you know, when you spray your face with like Fix Plus, and for that, before it dries, it just looks very wet. Like, I feel like that's what my face looks like. It looks like I just need to like fan it off and let it dry, but it's not drying. I started to notice these oils around, I would say between like 1 and 3 o'clock. That would mean that this kind of is like a 6-hour wear for before your oils start to come through. For normal skin. Oily skin, I'm not sure how this would perform because, again, like I said, I don't have oily skin. I'm not even going to say that I don't like this product. I just think that it's one of those foundations where you can't wear it for 10 or 12 hours. It's just like a 6-hour foundation. I love the way that it applied. I love the way that it looked in the morning. It was so easy to blend out. That was one of the things that really stood out to me and that I really liked, is that it was like 1-2. Like, usually with some of my foundations, like I know some that I've been using more often are like the Double Wear, the Born This Way, the Cover FX. I just feel like I'm there forever, like trying to blend it out so that there's no streaks or anything. And this foundation was like 1, 2, 3. The color selection, I don't think that they had too many colors. I think that there was less than 10 shades. So that kind of stinks because it's always obviously nice when you have a nice color selection in foundations. I got Medium Beige number 4, and if you saw when I applied it, it was pretty dark for me, but I made it work. I put some bronzer on and I made it work. So this is gonna be good for me in the summer. We went over this, that it's medium to full coverage. I agree with that. We went over that it's lightweight, oil-free. I don't feel like it's completely lightweight. You can feel like you have something on your face, but it's not like heavy. Oil-free formula, it says. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's oil-free because my skin ended up being pretty oily. And then long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. I didn't sweat much today, but as far as long-wearing goes, if you consider 6 hours to be a long-wearing foundation, then yeah, this is a long-wearing foundation. But for me, something long-wearing is going to last me anywhere from 10 to 12 hours, and this didn't do that. So I wouldn't consider this foundation long-wearing. And water resistant, it was actually raining today, so I did have to walk through the rain to get to and from my car a couple of different times, and I don't have any rain spots on my face. I wasn't particularly trying to cover my face when I was going to and from my car, so I think that, I mean, the little water that got on my face didn't mess up the foundation or anything like that. To me, a foundation being water resistant doesn't really matter to me to begin with, so it's just, I guess, whatever you prefer in a foundation. I would definitely recommend this. This was only $11 from CVS, like $10 and change. And I'm gonna continue to use this because I actually really liked it. And if you like this, or if you've used this, leave below if you like it or your experience with it, because I would love to know other people's experience with it. Also, please leave below other foundations that you'd like me to do first impressions on, because these are some of my favorite videos to film. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful for some of you guys, and if it was, please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.